The COVID-19 pandemic continues to bring challenges and changes to society, but in the case of Mississippi's courts, it also producing a few opportunities as well.
That's right. Desmond Matthews talks to a circuit clerk and Mississippi's Chief Justice to find out about some of the changes to the courts and sentencing.
Just like nearly every other part of society, courts had to endure many challenges during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Anytime we send jury notices out, we also send a COVID notice out. That's information that we gather to help us to decide whether or not individuals are even allowed to enter the building.
Tony Rook is the Oktibbeha County Circuit Court clerk. He says the court still adheres to the original CDC guidelines of wearing masks, sanitizing, and social distancing when people enter the courtroom. When many things ceased to operate throughout the world, court still had to go on in Mississippi.
It was critical that the court stayed open throughout the pandemic because if some child was picked up by the police when their parents' meth lab blew up, a judge had to decide where do they go.
Mississippi State Supreme Court Chief Justice Mike Randolph says the pandemic wasn't all bad. It gave courts a chance to upgrade.
Because of the pandemic, we were able to update our courtroom facilities throughout the state to use Zoom and a lot of things like that for first appearances and motion hearings.
And it gave them a reason to expand on an idea to keep some offenders out of crowded jails and prisons. Randolph backs a plan to help first-time drug users clear their name in the judicial system.
Trying to use courts to provide an alternative method of punishment rather than sending them to Parchment or hanging out in the county jail.
It gives first-time offenders an opportunity to kick their habit, to complete the program, to gain work, and to become productive members of society. If they meet those requirements, most times the charges are retired.
The goal is to restore families, communities, and offer people a chance at redemption. And so far, several people are doing their best to get back and stay on the right track.
Had over almost 7,000 people graduate from drug courts. They're paying taxes. They've got jobs. They're home with their family.
Besides those payroll taxes coming in, drug courts can also save taxpayers dollars. It costs $18,500 to support a prisoner for a year. The cost for that same person going through drug court is only $1,200. In Starkville, Desmond Matthews, WCBI News.
And the program is only available for first-time drug offenders.